Good day and welcome to our technical drawing tutorial as we focus now on the construction of a pentagon. We're going to construct a pentagon labeled A, B, C, D, and E given the length of one side. That side, AB, equal to 45 millimeters. We're going to allow this pentagon to be a regular pentagon given the information right there. We begin with a construction line. And we are going to label this construction line X, Y. We continue from there by identifying the length of one side, which is labeled AB. According to the information, that side is 45 millimeters long. We proceed with our ruler or our set square in my case and open by placing your compass point on the 45 millimeter mark and your pencil point on the 0 millimeter mark. 45 millimeters is the same as 4.5 centimeters. We inscribe an arc on our line XY, that which we are going to label A. Then we move to point A with our pivot point from the compass and inscribe an arc which will send us back to our origin, and we label that point B. Our next step is to construct a 45-degree angle and a 60-degree angle at points A and point B. I'd like to begin with point B. Pivot point or compass point at that point of intersection where the arc meets the line, point B. Convenient radius of my choice selected. I'm going to inscribe an arc to intersect my line segment AB, and then using the same radius inscribe another and extend it so that I can get the construction of a 30-degree angle. These 2 points we label 1 and 2. The 30-degree angle arc is extended. That arc that's used to bisect the 60-degree angle to give us 30-degree angle is bisected. Oh, sorry, that arc is extended. And our line will be drawn through point 3 now. To keep the same radius or to continue with the use of the compass, I will repeat that same step quickly at point A. If you noticed, I use a smaller radius to try my best to limit the arcs that might intersect with each other and produce points that are not needed. Yeah, that small radius want to be a little troublesome this afternoon. So I'm going to draw my line for my 60-degree angle. Because it is the same construction at both points A and point B, I will not use the reference numbers to save time. And now for the 30-degree angle. Remember, the required angles are 60 and 45, not 60 and 30. So try not to allow your 30-degree line or angle to intersect to form any sort of triangle. As much as possible, try to keep your construction working within its own parameters. A 60-degree angle is needed. And so these lines intersect at point 6. And then I'm going to bisect the second 30-degree angle, that which is at the top. In this case, I have that radius set already, just to double check. Alright, so we're going to go to point 4 and then 0.3 to give us 45 degrees. I'm not sure if you guys can see this very clearly, but I can, and so I'm going to keep it. Because I extended the arc at 0.3 and I'm going to use that arc, I'm going to go back to establish the previous radius used. As you can see, it has been established. We're now to 0.4. That's my arc. So this is 0.4 and this is 0.5. We're going to now draw the required vertex for our angle, our 45-degree angle. Align as best as possible. Point A and the required 0.4 for the angle at point A and point B, and the required 0.5 for the angle at point B. These two angles are needed, the 45-degree angle, and so we are going to allow their vertices to intersect. That happens at point 4 according to our drawing. We're going to label this point 4. Okay, let's label it point C. Yeah, let's label that point C. 6 and C. So at point 6 and point C, we are going to join these 2 points with a vertical line. Still not there yet. Not quite. Voila. Now our next step, okay, let's go back to point 4. I prefer point 4. 4 and 6 not making much sense, right? So let's label this point 4 and point 6. Using now point 6 as our center, we are going to bisect our line segment, or our line rather, it's not really a line segment yet, our line 4, 6. And we now use point 4 as our new center, and we inscribe 2 other arcs to intersect with each other. Let's call that 0. Alright, Q and P. Draw a line through point P and point Q. This line is called our perpendicular bisector. This bisector intersects our line 4, 6 at our new point 5. We move on from there because we need a pentagon. We move on from there by using point 5 as our center. A pentagon has 5 sides, and so we use point 5 as our center. And we open our compass to point A, and we are going to inscribe a circle using point A, B as the length of one side, point 5 as our center. We inscribe our circle, and then we go AB, length of one side, compass point at point B, we inscribe an arc on the circumference of our circle. We go to point A and we do the same, and that gives us our required pentagon A, B, C, D, E. Our next step is to darken or join our points. So we join points B to C. Since point AB has already been joined, it's a line segment on our line XY. Join B to C. We join C to D. We join D to E, and then we go back and join E to A. And this right here should be our regular pentagon of sides A, B, C, D, E, 45 millimeters in length. We conclude by darkening or using object lines to highlight our required shape. And with that, we come to the end of our construction of a pentagon. Given the length of one side, that regular pentagon's length is 45 millimeters. Of course, if you have questions and comments, you could always contact me at autocadalive@gmail.com.